So Wattpad.com is a great site. It's a fan fiction site, which means the majority of the content there is published. 100% of the content there is for free. You can read it for free, you can publish for free, and it's really just a site for people who love to write, who love characters that they read in stories, and they want to continue those character stories on their own. So if you haven't heard of fan fiction before, it's basically fiction that is written by a fan about a currently established character that an author has written. So you have Edward in Twilight, and someone could write a whole spin-off story about Edward, or they could write a continuation of Twilight with Edward and Bella, and that's what fan fiction is. And how you can use Wattpad, first of all, you can use it just to share your love of writing. If you want to write stories that you're not going to sell, it's a great place to post them and gain followers. And oftentimes it's not even just about an established author. Let's say you want an established character. Let's say you want to write a story about your favorite musician, and you want to put him in a fictional world and in fictional scenarios with you or with another character. So you can do that also, and Wattpad is a great place. There are a ton of fan fiction sites, but Wattpad is a very commercial, popular site, and it has a lot of tools which you can use to promote your actual published for pay book. So that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So I want to give you a quick tour of Wattpad.com and the features that you should use as an author. So when you log into Wattpad.com, and you can log in using your Facebook or Google Plus profile, then you'll be taken to a main page. And if you go over here to my profile, you can see your profile and also any stories you have. Now, if you have a backlist, I would suggest going in and adding all of your previously published books. I add each one, do a quick description, and then for me, I add the first couple of chapters. So here you can see this means I have 9 chapters. They call them parts. But so I uploaded the first 9 chapters. Love and Lingerie, I published the first 2 chapters. But for each book, I go in and I add the first couple of chapters. So this allows Wattpad users to get a free sneak peek into your novel. They can read, however many chapters you decide to put up there, and then at the very end of that, I'll put a, link. For example, Black Lies, when they click read, this is what it looks like. And if you go to the very end, I put want to read more. This novel is now available, and I provide the link. Now, Wattpad will not hyperlink that, so they'll have to cut and paste it, but at least it lets them know that the novel is available and they can read it right now if they choose to. And hopefully, if they've read 9 chapters of it, they're hooked and they want to read more. So that's the first thing you should do. You should add your backlist books on Wattpad so that at any point in time a Wattpad user, if they're interested in one of your books, can go and read the first couple of chapters, or the first half of the book if you choose to put the first half of the book, however much you want to add onto it. The other great thing you should do is prior to release, post your upcoming release. So create a profile for it. You can do that by clicking this create button and then clicking new story, and it will take you here. Create a profile for it, and once you do, it'll lead you right into adding the first part or the first chapter. Go ahead and add the first chapter of your book, and once you hit save, it is going to send a notification. It looks like this. Like this, to all of your followers, and that is great. That's free advertising. It's a free email notification going out to all of your Wattpad followers. And in the beginning you might have 0 followers, but what it's going to do, just by you logging in through Facebook, it's going to notify all of your Facebook friends that you're now on Wattpad, and hopefully they'll follow you there. But also, the more active you are on Wattpad, the more followers you're going to gain. So just think of this as a slow and steady race that you're participating in. Going back to Wattpad, as you add more parts. And so what I do with a new release is I create a profile for it maybe 2 weeks prior to release, and I add the first chapter then. And then I come back to Wattpad every couple of days and I add a second chapter, and then a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. And then, and with every chapter that I add, I send a message to my followers. And this is how you send a message to your followers. You click on your profile icon, you click my profile, and you scroll down and you click view all conversations. You might not have a view all conversations button, you might have a post new message button, but you want to scroll down and click right here. And then right here you want to post a message. So you can say, hey guys, I just added chapter 3 of Trophy Wife to Wattpad. Check it out here. And then insert the link. So you'll have to grab the link before you come over to do this. Insert the link to that third chapter, or you can say start reading the story here. And then say Trophy Wife releases in 10 days. And if you're doing any promotional pricing or something like that, mention it here. And you might want to put something like this is a standalone, romantic suspense, or, you know, whatever it is. So, and then you have to click here, notify my followers. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of send it off into nobody. Click notify my followers and then hit post. And it will give you 2,000 characters, which is a lot of characters. You can say a lot in that. You also want to post a status like this when the book releases, and you could insert all of your purchase links there. Unlike inside the Wattpad story, it will allow hyperlinks. You can see here, this was one I posted. Love and Lingerie is my newest release. I say that it's on all retailers, but you can read the first chapter right now on Wattpad, and then I inserted that. And when you post a message to all of your followers, again, it will send them an email notification. So technically, if you create the story 2 weeks prior to release or 10 days prior to release, and then come back 3 or 4 times and add more chapters, and then, you know, post a message like this on release day, you've sent email notifications to these people 6 or 7 times. They've had a chance to see your book cover 6 or 7 times, hear your name, you know, hear your countdown to release. They are aware that you have a book and it is releasing now. So that is a great and valuable tool. Where else can you go and email all of your followers anytime you want to? It's awesome. So this is Wattpad. Again, you want to add your backlist stories and previews of all of it. By previews, you know, a sample of 5 or 6 or however many chapters you want to add. You want to post new releases early, prior to release, and tease them and sort of count down up to that release by posting a chapter at a time and sending a message and notifying your followers every time you do that. And then you want to post on Wattpad on release day, and be sure to include your purchase links and a link to your Wattpad story if they want to read the first 5 chapters or however much you have there. Provide a link to that too. So this is Wattpad. It's an awesome tool. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.